Okay. Right, I think both are active. Just double check it.
Okay.
I can grab my phone here. Oh, okay. We try all of that again. Oh, I need a sift. I think. All right. Let's see. Hopefully that now works. Well, YouTube says it's running.
Yes, and I do think Rumble is up and running too.
All right. Sorry, the streaming software just went and committed itself unalive. As the call press started, it just like died. So
I didn't do it. I just pushed the start button,
all right. So
not the like button.
I think it should all be there. Are we up? Are we running?
I just wasn't seeing us, but it shows we're live, so I'm sure it's my Rumble app being silly,
Okay.
which happens.
All right. Just double check before I start the whole spiel. I have to redo the whole spiel.
We like repeating ourselves, though.
Yeah.
Hey, it's you!
All right. Sorry, I'm still a little under the fluid. I'm trying to get some fluids in because the stomach's a little. So, good afternoon, goeiemiddag. How do we start this? All right. So we are live in our store. We are directly behind our retail section. This is our old kitchen that we used to use when we used to have a restaurant. So you will hear children yelling because we have our kids with us. You will hear ding-dongs because customers come in and out. You might hear staff, you might hear customers, all kinds of things. Nobody knows that's going to happen. We are literally that live that nobody knows what's going to happen. So that said, we are going to have a look today and see, because I've seen a lot of these kind of keto, high protein, starch-free, gluten-free, all the hype to be desserts. And I'm not talking about basic stuff like, what's that one we make with the coconut to the peanuts where you just kind of...
like a no-bake?
Like a no-bake. I mean, those are standard things. These are like actual breads. And so I thought, you know what? Let me see if we can take 3 of them. I'm going to try and make them. I'll see. I think I should have all the ingredients. Let's take like 3 of them, make them, test them, and see if what like all the hype is about. So I kind of scrolled through looking around and I found 3 recipes. So the one is a cloud cake, all right, and I haven't made notes. I want to do this like basically take the recipe as is, figure it out while we do it, bake it, pull it out, and then try it and just see. So I got a cloud cake, which I'm not sure what that is, and then I've got a cottage cheese banana bread, and then the other one I got is a cheesecake, just a very basic plain cheesecake. So, and I'm going to substitute some of the ingredients because there's a few things I saw that I didn't like, so I'm going to change them out for what I like. But I think what we'll do is let's start with a cloud cake.
Sounds good.
And we'll see if we can get that one figured out. All right, and then we'll take it from there. So, sorry, I have to have a small cough here. All right, so we'll see how this works out. I'm going to try and mix these things up. All right, and we'll see how that goes. Now, the one thing I don't have is a cup measure, but I'm going to work on some rough weights. So I don't have a cup measure, but I'm sure we can work that out on weights, and we'll see. And I'll make some notes. I've got a notepad. Yes, we'll make some notes for. If one of them work real well, then at least we know. So the first ingredient to a lot of these things is cottage cheese. My wife buys lots of cottage cheese.
There is no small cottage cheese.
Yes. So what this one asks for, let me move this up a little bit, and I can put my phone next to my scale. Yeah. So what this one asks for, the first ingredient actually, no, on this one is plain Greek yogurt. So what I do need is the kefir. So I'm going to do the kefir instead of the Greek yogurt. Sorry. Yeah. All right. I hope we have enough kefir for all the plans I got. So we want 1 cup plain Greek yogurt. So I'm going to substitute that with 1 cup kefir. All right, because I like kefir. And kefir or buttermilk is a good substitute for Greek yogurt in baking. So I'm going to try that as a start. So 1 cup is going to be 250 grams. So we're going to start with 250 grams of kefir. All right, so let's start with that. And who am I saying hello to?
Can I start? Can I
Yeah,
rattle?
yeah.
All right, we've got Jody, Femboy, Lemon, Russ, Unfolding Joker, and Sensei. And
Wow.
I'm sorry, Bright Can News.
And Bright Can. Wow, that's like a full house, man. Awesome
I
stuff. Good
do
afternoon,
have-
everybody.
I do have a question from Sensei. He asked, he did not get to join us in the beginning, so he asked if we got to use the new video, the pre-roll video.
Oh, no, not yet. I got to upload it, and I will send you something else. I'm going to, I can't access Google Workspace also, but I will discuss with you, no problem.
So we'll take it offline.
Yeah. So let me see quickly. Where was I? There. This is what I'm looking for. Is the see? I can't do too many things at once. So okay. So sugar weighs a little less than flour. So you want to do so. Oh, sorry, not less than flour. Sugar weighs a little less than like liquids. So a cup of sugar is about 220 grams. Okay, and we want a cup and a half. So. Okay, so what this recipe calls for, and I want to try and pronunciate this correctly, it's called erythritol. Okay, so 1.5 cups powdered erythritol. So I read up about that, and that's some chemical sweetener. Like I don't do chemicals. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to substitute it for honey granules, which is half honey and half sugar. So I'm gonna use that in place of. All right, we'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, then it flops. Then okay, then we know that's like that's a no-no. So we'll see. Really.
Do you want the other bowl? Is it going to be close enough?
No, 342, so it's 350.
Dave and Cam are on and being nonsense, joining in with the rest of the crew.
Yeah, of course they are.
Thank you. Please hit that like button. We do need more. I see we have 22 people on. I cannot tell how many likes, so whomever has hit it recently, let me know where we're at.
All right, so sorry, the scale likes to just switch off, because that's how it works. It's a very good scale, very accurate, very reliable, but man, it's just like mid. And if you put extra weight on it, it's fine, it will stay on, but we can put that in the fridge. But if you do like slow pour like that, it'll just, if it reaches its timer, it'll just switch off.
Gotta be fast.
Yes, you gotta be fast. So, and then a half cup of unsalted, so 1.5 cups of unsalted butter, which is going to be, so butter's also like 250.
I have to share this with you if I can.
All right.
So today is Jody's wife's birthday. Happy birthday, Victoria.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
He is making a cream cheese chocolate icing for the triple chocolate cake that he made her.
Oh, very nice.
That sounds
Very nice.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, so we want 375 grams of butter, cup 250 plus 125 for half cup. 1.5 cups of unsalted butter. So I hope I got enough here. I should. And there was a pound here, just under a pound. Yeah, we'll have enough.
I have a question for you, Anton.
Yes.
On the bottle of kefir, it says 240 mils is a cup.
Yes. 240 mils. So you can cups are between 240 and 250, depending if you use imperial or yes. Well, I mean, American cups are 250 or 240 grams. South African cups are 250 grams. A cup is 250 milliliters. A actual teacup, and that's the cups we use.
Thank you for clarifying. I didn't know that.
So as far as I remember, so you can use 240. You can use. I mean, that 10 grams is not gonna on what we're doing here is gonna make no difference. I just use around 250. Because then I can easily, it's 250, 125, that's 375. So I can just do easy math in my head.
That metric system, Bright Can.
Yeah, I know.
Here we go.
That commie metric system.
It works.
Yeah, I know.
In those numbers, it works. It makes it easy. I like it.
Yeah. So, and now, so we've got the unsalted butter. Now we want a half cup of almond flour. Now, I can't remember how much almond flour is in a cup.
Does not help us.
No. But we have the Google.
There is a friend here. I don't know if you know what this is.
No.
Okay.
I think that is a half cup.
I think so too. So Russ says that in America we reject the metric system so hard. Sensei agrees. Pounds, baby, pounds. And not the British pounds, says Russ.
All right, let's see quickly. There's this thing called Google. So 48 to 50 grams. I use Brave, and it's got a very nice AI.
I like it.
It's got a very nice AI interface that actually gives you feedback.
Summarization, I would say, more than anything.
It gives you like a little summary of the best answers it's found on some things, not on everything.
Yes.
So it says 48, so I'm going to work on 50 because we've worked on 50s on everything. And I'm not going to sift this because I tried that once and that didn't work. Sorry, let me just put that back. I've got to get a little bit more out there because I'm talking nonsense and then I'm ending up.
Hey, dog, glad to have you on.
Hey, dog digger.
And Ubuk. Who
Hey,
is Ubuk? I know I've seen that name before.
Ubuk is on all the chats normally.
Awesome.
And
awesome.
Yeah,
well, welcome,
in. Welcome in.
Yeah.
So let me for all the people that's just joining us. So what we're basically doing is, I've like high protein, no flour, no gluten, no this, no that. That's all the rage right now. But I've yet to find nice cakes and desserts and stuff like that actually taste like something. So I thought, what, let me go grab 3 of these like keto, high protein, whatever desserts. And this doesn't look very good, but okay, we're still working on it. And we're going to make them and actually taste them and check what they taste like because I want to know if they're actually good or if they are not good. So then I want 1 1/4 cups of coconut flour.
Jessup has arrived.
So I'll do the Google thing again or the Brave thing again. So a half cup of coconut flour is 61.5 grams, you see. So that's very accurate. You can't do that with pounds. I wonder if I should. Yeah, I think I'm going to sift this one.
Okay.
I think so. Let's try a little bit. Let me try and not dip my sift into the batter because that would be bad. I think this one will sift through. The almond flour doesn't sift. So we're going to do 185 grams.
Just use your finger. Just help it out.
Yeah. No, the almond flour doesn't go through the sift.
I know.
It's like stuck, and then it like
it's kind of stiff, but not. Yes.
Yes, but it also mashes into it, so
okay.
It's like that's a big no-no. This one works nicely. Look at that.
Sorry, I was wondering if you heard whom I said was just in.
Who was just in?
Greg Jessup.
Oh, okay. Hi, Greg. How are you, man? So yeah, so we're gonna see if these things are all the hype because I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, look at that. Okay.
Now, where did that come from?
It's in there, man. It's in there.
I don't think we put that in there.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Sorry, I'm starting to cough a little bit. I'm sure I will stay head above water and not sink down like my poor husband here.
All right, so let's see. So we've got 1 cup of Greek yogurt, and that we substituted for plain kefir. Okay. And I got 1 1/2 cups of powdered erythritol, and I substituted that for honey granules because I don't want those fucking chemicals. Then I've got 1 1/2 cups of butter. All right, so and then the Greek yogurt was 250 grams, 1 cup. The honey granules we did 330 grams. The unsalted butter we did 375 grams. All right. And then we got a 1/2 cup of almond flour. We used 50 grams, and we have 1 1/4 cups. Yeah. All right. I did put too much.
You can take it out.
Yeah. Let me.
Before you mix.
Yeah. So 1 1/4. 61.5 times 1.25. 61.5 times.
No gluten, Ubik. So the point is, I know he says no flour. He means no gluten.
Yeah, no gluten. So we're gonna try and do like no
Cleaner versions. We could have specified that better.
So 30 grams. I've got to remove 30 grams here before I stir it.
Oopses happen.
Yeah, I don't want to get that. Let me see if I can get 30 grams out of this. If this thing doesn't switch off on me. Fortunately, I didn't. I just started stirring. We should be able to get 15. That's halfway. That's exciting. That means we only got half a fuck up left.
And Bright Can, I know you asked about my.
Wow. Sorry, I just coughed straight in my mouth.
Oh, that's not nice.
Wrong shoulder. I'm sorry, people.
That's not
wrong
nice.
shoulder. I wanted to just cough in my shoulder and I've like stuck the mic in my mouth.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, can you hear me now?
To answer your question, Bright Can News, yes, Ginger Sailor Moon is not here today. I thought I would have more fun, have my hair loose.
Right.
And Sensei mentioned that he watched Styx's video on South Africa this morning.
Yep. So, yeah, if you guys want a little bit of dope on that, I will give you the kind of thing that a lot of people are not talking about. But I've got to first fix this because otherwise I'm going to be stupid if I try and talk about anything else.
Hey,
right
Neuro,
now.
welcome in. Glad to have you.
Hey, Nero, welcome, man. All right, there we go. Problem
And
fixed.
Sensei says, tell us, Uncle Anton.
All right.
Wum.
Anton. So, all right, and then we got to do so. Let me stir this through. All right, so and we're probably going to end up going a little bit longer today because all these things bake for fucking ever, like 45 minutes to an hour type thing. So but there's no Viva today. So for anybody who no Viva in Barnes, no, because
Is something happening?
there's this Super Bowl thing going. I don't know, man. I'm sure our stream will be bigger than the Super Bowl, man.
Super hole?
Super hole.
Okay, I'm going to call it that.
So, all right. So here's the problem with a law that was passed in South Africa. Okay, everybody's saying they're going to take the land from the farmers, from the white farmers, blah blah. That is true. That will happen, but it's not farmland only. This is the thing. You know, if they said we're going to appropriate farms, that would be one thing. It is all land. It is everything.
All property.
All property that the government deems you are not using. So if you've got some land somewhere that you bought for prospecting, so you want to like invest in the land, keep it, so you buy property because you think the city's going to expand there and you want to, end up, putting some, I don't know, housing there or something. Maybe you want to build some apartments or something like that. So they say a pinch of salt. So I've done like 2 grams, which is like half a teaspoon. And then let me see. So they, sometimes I wonder about people, man. I really, really fucking wonder about them. 1 cup Greek yogurt, 1.5 cups fucking sugar, 1.5 cups unsalted butter, 1/2 cup almond flour, 1.25 cups of coconut flour, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, which I'll put in now. That's 5 grams. Okay, and then 16 grams of baking powder. It's like, why is it not 3 teaspoons? Why is it 16 grams now?
Must be an American who wrote that.
Now suddenly we want to start with grams in baking powder.
Come, Sensei, explain that.
Oh man, these guys. Anyway, so the problem with the law that they passed is it is expropriation of all land. So Styx is correct because I listened to the same clip. It is basically silencing of political dissidents because if they don't like what you say, okay, then they will take your fucking land and you will like it and you will keep quiet and you will just fucking do what they say, which is the problem I got.
This has been going on for a while. Now it is in legislature.
Well, this has been
In the works, I guess.
This has been in the works for like 5-6 years. So, I don't know. How deep should I take these guys down that fucking rabbit hole?
Well, before we do, Ubuk thought you had a Brooklyn accent. He didn't realize you were South African.
Some say I'm from Far East Texas. So, all right, that's 16 grams of baking powder. And then I've got a bunch of egg that must go in here.
And the gentleman clarified that they only use grams for illicit substances.
Oh, that's probably why the baking powder.
Ha! Now I get it.
Get me that sticker, please.
Wait, the Angus sticker?
Angus Biltong sticker. Let me be fucking obnoxious, yeah. I've never done this, so you got to excuse me if I'm not very good at it. Is it something like that? Is that the illicit substances you talk about?
A little wiggly.
Yeah.
Can I do better?
Yeah, I don't do those things. So, all right, this is actually smells pretty good. Doesn't
as
look
long
too
as
bad.
you're not sniffing over here, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
So,
wait, aren't you supposed to split it?
I don't know. One for each nostril. Nostril hole.
Can you guys even see that? We're being obnoxious today.
All right.
Sorry.
So, eggs, cheat eggs. So the problem we got is that these fuckers, excuse my French. Okay, so what they're doing is they're taking away the land from everyone, and it's open for all land. So if you've got a factory, typically how this can be applied is if you've got a factory and you don't use half your factory space, they could walk in and say, you know what, man? And hold on, this is large eggs. So large eggs are smaller, they're 55 grams times 5, so 275. Let's put 275. So they could walk in and say, you know what, man, you're not using your factory properly. So what we're going to do is we're going to go get one of our fucking Chinas over there, our connections, our friends, and we're going to give him half your factory. And we're going to fucking split it down the middle here, and we're just going to appropriate. We're just going to fucking take it because you're not using it. And if you don't use it, then it has zero value to you, okay? And then we'll just have it for someone who needs it. Because you don't obviously need it. So regardless if you paid for it, and the same if you've got land that you've bought because you're prospecting, wanting to do future development and investment in that land, that doesn't matter. They can just take it because now it's not being used. Now, apply this to game farms, or farms. Just so now you get some moron. Okay, and this is the danger to the farms is so you get some moron that doesn't understand farming, okay? Doesn't understand that you need a certain amount of space for cattle and they have to roam and
move.
So it's like, well, this part's not being used, so we're just going to take this part. But it's like, no, that's like next month where they come and feed. The grass is still growing, and they're like, no, well, it's not being used now, so we'll just appropriate it, especially if they don't like you. So yeah, that's the problem. And then also apply that to holiday homes. If you've got a little flat at the ocean, or you've got a house at the ocean, or somewhere in the bush, or whatever. I mean, there's a lot of people that have second homes, holiday homes, rental homes. It's like, well, okay, you're not using your rental home, you're renting it to someone, so we're just going to take it and give it to that guy. It's communism. That's all it is. It's full-blown communism, and it's going to affect everyone, but it will be applied selectively because of the laws in place in South Africa. So there's my 5 cents on that whole subject.
So I've got a very nice statement from Dave, and I agree with you.
Okay, sorry.
Sounds like the government needs to be genocided.
Correct.
You got it. Now this is already looking fluffy.
Yes, this is very nice.
I'm
actually.
impressed.
Yeah, so
You messed up my line.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I need some space. All right, so they say parchment and battered and blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to spray this thing and hope for the best.
Yep. Ubuk says, I think Zimbabwe did that, and the result was starvation.
Oh, no, that's
ding, ding,
that's
ding.
going to be the result, you know? So here's one of the problems we have in South Africa, all right? I've told people in the past, I said, go look up Blood River, all right? And if you look up Blood River, you'll understand why a lot of Afrikaans-speaking people don't want to leave South Africa. So, what happened was our ancestors went to the Zulu king Dingaan, and we actually made a treaty with him where we bartered for land. Sorry, I just want to grab a spatula. So we bartered with him for some land. All right, and then after the whole bartering and the agreement was completed, all right, then, you know, according to us, we made an agreement, so we swapped him whatever, cattle and, you know, some skins and fucking, I don't know, cook sisters and, you know, maybe some biltong. I don't know what they, but anyway, they made a deal with these guys and they said, okay, we're going to give you a bunch of shit. You're going to give us some land. And this is after what they call the voortrekkers, which were our ancestors, when they left the Cape because they were tired of getting fucking persecuted by the British. And this predates the Anglo-Boer War of 1899 to 1902. Okay, so it predates that way earlier than that. This was before we had the northern provinces actually set out. This was en route going there. All right. So we had these guys, and we ran into them, and instead of fighting, we said, you know what? Let's bargain. All right, let's bargain. I don't know how this thing's supposed to work, so I'm just going to flatten it into this. They say put it in a round pan, so I put it in a fucking square pan because, you know.
Don't square pans bake more evenly?
I don't know. I don't have round pans. I guess. Well, it's not square. It's rectangular, but let's see.
Square-ish.
Yeah, square-ish.
It has 4 corners.
Yeah, normally if this is a little bit more runny, you can kind of shake it, but this is very kind of. But anyway, so we made a deal with him to buy some land or barter for some land for whatever they swapped them for. So after the deal was done, they said, okay, well, come join us in our inner, like, you know, tribal fucking whatever. And but you can't bring weapons because, you know, it's sacred. So, of course, the Boers were like, all right, yeah, no problem. I mean, the deal's done. Everybody happy. So the Zulu warriors called Impies, what we didn't know, buried their weapons inside this inner, like, fucking dome thing of theirs. All right, under the ground, they kind of covered them up. So we didn't know they were there. So all our men, all the leaders, it was, I think, 100 men, went in and, you know, was having a celebration. And then when Dingaan gave the signal, they pulled out their weapons and they slaughtered all the leaders, all the leading men of this trek. All right, so, and then they didn't want the people to get away, so what they did is they went after what we call the ox wagons, so the caravan, basically 500 women and children and, you know, servants and everybody that was left. They went after them. Hold on, I'm going to put this on a pan. They went after them, and that, you know, with the idea of wiping them out, and other families got killed, and so they basically went on a killing spree and just murdered like a bunch of Afrikaans people, like murdered them because they didn't want to bargain really, but they took our shit and then they murdered us because they wanted to keep the shit we bought from them. So,
do you want me to spray that?
Yes, thank you. So these guys went and prayed to God and said that this horde of about 10,000 Zulus are coming to kill them. If God protects them and grants them victory, they will forever honor him on the day it happened, which was the 16th of December. Oh, all these papers coming out. So the 16th of December was always known as the day of the vow in South Africa. So anyway, they pulled between a couple of rivers, made pulled the ox wagons in a circle, and basically killed 7,000 Zulus on that day, like 500 people. And these were all women, children, and servants, and young men, like boys. and they just fucking annihilated this. And it's called blood rubber because they say that the rivers were running red with the blood of the Zulus that got killed. And they gave up and fucking left us alone after that. And hence, now we pretty much have ourselves tied to that land with a blood oath. If you're kind of that way inclined and religious and, you look at all the big picture. So that's why a lot of people don't want to leave that place, I believe, because we have this blood oath and with a war against the English and, we've always bled for that country. So that's a matter of pride. And, when you leave, like when I left, a lot of people call you a fucking traitor and all kinds of bullshit. Which I don't fucking care what people call me. I'm not one of those that's scared of ostracization. Ostracization. I don't give a fuck of what people's opinions are. But that is, and you can go look that whole thing up. I need another mixie, another bowl. So there's a lot of history in the land, and that land has cost a lot of blood. There's two things that I said. I will not bleed for that country because enough of my ancestors' blood went in there, and my children will not bleed for that country. I will not sacrifice my children on the altar that is South Africa. For fucking sure. Alright, so after the history lesson, now we're going to try the cottage cheese banana bread.
Ooh.
Alright, so.
And I brought a banana. Or pisang.
Yeah, pisang. Pisang complaining. Hello, pisang. You want a little bit of banana?
He would love that.
Alright, so this thing says it wants 2 ripe bananas mashed. So we're going to start with 2 ripe bananas. Well, 2 less a tip. You give it to him. Alright, so these, in my opinion, are a little too ripe or a little bit not ripe enough. I like them when they kind of go black. But this is what I got, so that's what we'll use. Alright, so let's mash these guys up quickly.
Need some help?
Alright. And then we're going to do 3 large eggs in here.
Goodness. You want to try again? Nope. Okay. I'm going to quit trying.
Alright. So, you must check the chat then, see if there's questions.
Yes, well, Lemon did ask me what I thought of her awesome gift, and I wanted to mention, but we were in the middle of discussion, so I did not want to interrupt.
Yes, chutney spoons.
Yes, I know. And then there was discussion about chutney.
Yes.
Everybody likes chutney, of course, but yes, thank you, Lemon, very much for the chutney spoons and your sweet letter. We appreciate receiving that. It meant a lot and very unexpected. I think Anton may have said thank you already in one of the chats, but I have not been able to myself.
I did, yeah. We will definitely, when we are on our new premises, we will probably have a little bit more time actually in a home setting.
Yes.
So we will put them in our chutney bottles that we will have, because right now we like animals. Everything just goes straight out the bottle in the.
I was going to say, what is home?
Yes, I know.
We will find home soon.
All right. So after the 2 bananas, they say 3 eggs. All these things obviously have lots of eggs. So
I think it was pre-egg. What are we calling last year? What happened with all of the chickens? What are we?
Oh, right.
Egg apocalypse.
Yes, right. So I'm gonna do 55. So it's 165 grams of egg. I already poured a little in here, so I'll do. All right, there we go. And then a half cup of cottage cheese. Now I'm gonna look what a half cup of cottage cheese is.
If 1 cup's, no, that's flour. Never mind.
It's probably 125.
So Sensei says he feels like one of these streams he's going to pop in and the boy's going to have a beard and be talking.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 112. So it's 240. What?
Where's the other one?
Didn't I put it back?
We've used cottage cheese already, correct?
No.
No, we didn't?
No, I used kefir.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Right, I gotta mix this. It makes the water on top. Right,
And thank you, Neuro, for putting out our code. Is this a moment I can use for our Biltong sponsor?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Don't forget to hop onto BiltongUSA.com and use code S.T.F. for 10% off on your Biltong. That is eligible for many different items. You will find a couple things on clearance which are not eligible, including our Biltong bouquets. That is a wonderful gift, of course, for, I think, the man. Luke says the woman, so could go either way on that one, but for the meat lover in your life. Otherwise, check out the 47. Anton, what's the 47?
Okay, 47 is 4.75?
7.5.
4.75 pounds of meat. Variances of biltong for 145.47. So we tried to get that as close to all the Trump things as we could.
But right. STF 10.
So I'm going to make this 125. It says 112, but I'm going to make this 125. Yeah. Right. That spoon takes like a half a cup, man.
That's interesting.
Right. I was like, no, I'm going to have to put a few down.
Are you watching this?
All right. Okay. Okay.
So Dave says it's amazing how many people in Southwest Idaho were profiting from USAID.
Oh,
but this is also a hotbed of children being sold. That is so sad.
Yeah.
Oh.
I tell you what, man, I think you're going to fall on your back when you see how many places are going to close in the next couple of months. In like the next 6 months, you're going to see how many people took money from that.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, when there's these businesses, you cannot figure out for the life of you why these people, how they make money, why they're staying around, because you don't know what they're doing. It's fucking that bullshit.
That's me. I'm up. Hang on 1 second.
Okay. 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. I'm going to do honey. So, all right, there we go. Right, so we do 3 tablespoons of honey, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 10 grams. And just make sure this fucker doesn't switch off again. And then I think I've got to smooth all the This one might be nice. I actually think this one's going to be nice. All right, so that's... I like it when there's a lot of vanilla in something. All right, so let's see. All right, so I'm going to mix this up. All right, I'm going to mix all of this up first. When I say mix this and get it smooth, I'm curious to see what this thing behind me looks like. Let me see. Hey, that's rising. Oh, all right. Let me mix this in. So I say mix this till it's smooth. Obviously, they don't know what cottage cheese looks like. Mix it till it's smooth. Cottage cheese ain't smooth, man.
Can I put it away?
Yeah, you may. Oh, take a sip of water. That is looking very nice.
Smells good.
Yeah.
I missed my chance to check it out.
No, I'm gonna turn it around in a minute.
All right, so there's a couple of messages I have missed here. If I may back up a little bit.
All right, go for it.
So Cam says, took money from US, you mean? Sensei, I cannot wait for finding out Elon is exposing the corruption that we have been saying was there for 30 years. That nobody believed us.
Yep.
Dave says, I fully expect to see USAID funded the failed Trump assassinations. With you on that one.
Yep.
Dog Digger, yes, the debt of lack of education is next. Bright Can adds in, so long administration, welcome back education.
Yep.
Isn't it interesting as they dismantle the national education?
Yep.
Perfect timing.
Teaspoon of baking soda, so that's 5 grams. Baking soda, not baking powder.
Can I add in what Jody says
5
too?
grams, yeah.
Wait and see how much money USAID spent on cloud seeding, geoengineering, spraying us like bugs every day. Jody, this week in Texas, we had 4 mornings of fog. Please tell me when DFW, Texas has ever had 4 mornings of fog.
Yep.
Never. Sorry, from someone who's been here for a minute. Okay, it's not a thing.
Nope.
And then clear, hot, not even muggy, like dry afternoons.
Yep.
Yeah, something's not right.
Of cinnamon. So I put about 4 grams. All right. So I put about 4 grams. This is going to be nice with all that cinnamon.
It smells really good.
And then I got 2.5 cups of almond flour. So that should be 250. Is that right? So 2 ripe bananas, mashed, 3 eggs. I got that. I got the cottage cheese. I got the 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. I got the vanilla. Okay. So 2.5 because almond flour is 50 grams a cup, a half cup. So it's 100 on a cup. So that'll be 250. And then that's that. That's okay. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Okay.
39, 39, 39. 39.
It's the oven. The young man is fascinated by this oven.
Yes.
I'm with you.
All right. This might actually come out nice as well, the banana bread. And then there is an optional, like walnuts, chocolate chips, and all kinds of other crap in here. And then they also say, parchment paper, well lubed, and blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just stick it in a well sprayed down bread pan.
Bright Can News adds, almond flour is great for peanut butter cookies.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Interesting. I like it. Hey,
right.
Colt Gaming has joined us. Thanks for popping in.
Hey, Colt. All right, I'm going to get a scraper for that. Oh, yes. Oh, I'll get a scraper. Yeah. All right. Let's make spray of this guy.
That's noisy, huh?
Yeah, I just want to make sure because these things like to get stuck, especially, it's normally the sugar that gets stuck to the pans. All right, here we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, I'll put it down there.
Ooh, and even ginger snaps with almond flour.
Yeah, I can imagine
That's from
that.
Dave. Yes,
Yeah.
I like it.
All right.
And Arma Kevin is lurking. Hey. Now, if I remember correctly, hasn't one of our longtime customers, we just found out, lurks on occasion?
Oh, yeah. Who was that again?
Mr. Logan.
Oh, yeah. Logan is lurking.
If you're here, Logan, hi, and we're glad to have you on stream on occasion.
Yeah. There we go. All right, so we'll see. This looks like it could be interesting.
Yes, I like the texture.
Yeah, so I want to see if these things are, if they are any good, if they work, and then we can always make variants of these things,
Thank you, Dog Digger, for sharing someone who tracks down and confronts chemtrail pilots.
Yeah,
That's
I saw
not
a
easy.
lady that was
Yes.
that spoke to
Yes.
that was like, listen, man, our kids live here. You're like poisoning our kids because they apparently don't exist. Although everybody knows they exist, they don't exist.
Yes.
All right, So next lady for a shave. I'll pop this in the top. So what I'm going to do, because I got this like blocking pan up top here. So I'll put it on that pan. Huh.
Sorry, this one is not feeling his best, so he's just going to hang out with me while I rock. Don't touch that.
All right, so just so you know,
Ooh.
that's what that looks like, but it's still very, but it's a cloud cake.
Yes, I bet it's supposed to be a little bit.
All right, where's my probe? Tip is clean. Let me just see where the actual internal temp here. No, 150, 160, 160. That looks very nice, actually.
It does. So cloud cake, would that be similar to an angel food cake?
I have no idea.
I don't either. I'm very intrigued.
All right. So that's the bread. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give that guy another 5 minutes. That was faster than I thought. I'm sorry, boy.
Oh, no.
Okay. Now the last one we got is this cheesecake thing. Now, do we have any like blueberry something or other berry? Because they say
strawberries.
No, strawberries won't work.
Oh, that's the only thing I got.
Put a few blueberries on top. I mean, I guess we can stick some chocolate chips in there or something.
Yeah, we get chocolate chips.
You know, I can take some of the old chocolate and just put it in there.
You can even chomp whatever you'd like.
Yeah.
Don't do white chocolate because apparently white chocolate's not chocolate from what we had learned previously.
Yep.
You know, you guys teach us a lot.
All right, so 1 cup cottage cheese and then a 1/4 cup fat Greek yogurt. Not normal Greek yogurt, just fat Greek yogurt.
Yeah, I didn't know what that meant.
All right, 1 egg. And then a few drops of honey or drizzle of maple syrup. That's a very straightforward recipe. I wonder if this is big enough. Might be. All right, 1 egg, 1 cottage cheese. I'll get the kefir now.
Can I catch up on the chat for a minute? Would that be okay?
Sure.
All right. Where we go? Cult Gaming says, yes, just like how the CIA doesn't topple governments, even though they're admitted to doing it at least 20 times. Yes. And Ubuk gives an update on himself. The brain injury is doing very well. Turn a corner this week, but I suddenly lost all hearing in my right ear.
Oh.
If it's not one thing, ... We know.
Oh, man.
Russ does give feedback on the cake. It is like a crab cake.
Like a crab cake?
Yes.
I've never had crab cake.
The only thing I can think of would be at one of the lovely chain restaurants that is around, and I don't know if that's... Yeah, texture. Okay, I get it. Anton's not one so much for the seafood because he lived inland in South Africa, so inland seafood means it's almost always frozen or it's very expensive to get, so not everybody gets it.
Yeah, I mean, we have a seafood restaurant that had pretty decent seafood, but it's kind of selective if you go there, and I would always rather have a good steak than seafood. It's just my choice. I don't live at the water, so I'm not the big seafood type guy.
Ubik mentions the price of chocolate is probably coming back down. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know it was up.
No.
Or we have not seen that with our imports.
No. Oh well, you know.
Change.
Yes.
Not jumps. I don't know about locally made though. I don't know about raw chocolate.
Yes.
We don't use it. I'm not sure. And Bright Can News is keeping track. We are around 85 eggs left in the fridge.
So 1/4 cup of kefir. So this is supposedly it. This is the cheesecake. So what I'm going to do with this, because I don't know if people could just eat that. So what I'm going to do is I put no salt in that bread. You know that.
It may be a tad fresh.
Yeah, well, I didn't ask for salt, but I should have put some salt. So I'm gonna do like a 1 gram, like a fat pinch of that. And then I think because we're gonna put chocolate in this, so I'm going to do about a half teaspoon of vanilla. And this is not something I should be eating, but it is something I can eat because it's got no starches. So
Sensei is our kind of guy. He mentions all the creatures of this earth are food for us, but you can eat all those sea creatures. I'll eat a ribeye or fillet.
yes, yeah, I still want to meet the guy that I don't know, ran around the ocean, ran around there on the beach and then fell in the water and like had some prawn stuck to his ear and said, I'm gonna like eat this thing. And then it didn't taste good and he's like, you know what I should do? I forgot, I gotta like take its gut out. Then it will probably taste better. It's like, why did you do that? I don't understand.
Sometimes it's best to not ask why.
Sorry, this is a very small bowl.
He's not making a mess at all.
No, not really. I mean, there's a drop here and there, but it's not.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. This almost looks custard-like,
Ooh, but he says he'll eat some bullfrogs. I don't know about that one.
No.
Sea bugs, Russ.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog.
Russ says he'll eat some sea bugs. I'm guessing crawfish. Isn't that in season at the moment?
Aren't those mud bugs?
Mud bugs, yes, I suppose. But shrimp, would
you
those
see,
be?
because I took this thing out. It dropped
Is it upset?
a little. It just dropped a little.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Those airy things normally struggle if they're disturbed.
Still looks good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says 195, but I think I'm going to give it another minute.
Not 2 minutes, Jody, if you are listening. Not 2 minutes.
So I got that one 5. No, I'll give it 2. And then it said 195 here, 188. I just want to get it a little up. Those, I'm going to take these brown cups and some chocolate. See, they were going to put chocolate on top. Is that guy out?
He's out.
Don't put him down.
I'm making sure he's out before I go put him down, and then I'm going to put him down.
And make
Yes.
him sleep. All right. So we're not
When
going to
you
do the
come
Nestle.
back, I'll run away. Or I'll go now, Sensei.
You'll do the dairy milk.
Yes.
Not the Nestle.
Nope.
These will probably be my kids' treat. So we had some chocolates that melted a little because of excessive heat. So we'll take some of that and break a few blocks on top. All right. I don't know. I think if I look at that, looks like it'll do 3. Looks like it'll do 3. So let me see quickly. What have we got? Let me just check the recipe. So we got a cup of cottage cheese, which was 225 plus 63 plus 60 plus. I did not do the honey. Little drizzle of honey, it said. So let me do.
It's another very airy looking one.
Yes.
So interesting, the textures of these.
And then you want to get us a plate.
Yeah.
Over there. $50. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's a bad habit.
Remember that mess I spoke about?
Yes, now I made it. It's only a little one. All right. Right, let me grab this guy out here. That
you will have to wipe that tip.
Yeah, I'll wipe down the tip. So What's dark? Well, it's not wobbly anymore. Sorry. Alright, here we go. That guy's running. So it's not wobbly anymore, which is a good sign. Grab a alcohol swab here, because when you got a probe, at least once a day you got to clean the tip. Let me see. So we got about 360 grams. So I can do 3 cups, 120. That sounds about right. I took too much chocolate out.
I would give it to the children, but they are all tad under the weather, so I don't want to promote any sugar or overload of sugar.
Correct. Right. So, sorry, I've just got this thing about, having to put the right amount. This guy can move. And then, if you want, you can get us a spatula, like a
Flat?
flat
white handle?
white handle. Yeah. Let's see if I can. All right. So let's see. So this should be about 120 each. If these things come out nice, my kids are really going to like them.
Yes.
120.
Jody says, I also make a chocolate chip bread pudding, and the cake also looks delicious, you must say.
Thank you. So what I wanted to do, but of course I'm out of time, because that's always what happens, is I have a custard that I want to make, like a proper, like French custard. But it has no, it works with egg yolks. So I wanted to make that as well, but I never got that far. Now that should go well with that and the banana bread. Yeah, this will. So we got 3 kind of bigger kids, and I got 3 of these things. Now they wouldn't eat them. They wouldn't eat them until I put the chocolate on top. Then they're gonna say, "Ooh, yeah, I'll have one." Cheers. That's our lady leaving for the day. So what I'm gonna do, So I took out way too much chocolate, but what I'll do is I'll break 1 in half, and I'll put like 2 pieces. Oh, maybe, you know what? It's not that much. I'll do 3 pieces. Here we go. All right. Open the door. Look at that one pooping up.
I see that.
Oh. All right. Okay. Test number 1.
Would you like his glove?
Yes, please. Thank you.
He forgets how hot things are because he's so used to touching things with heat.
All right, let's see if I can get one out here without destroying it completely.
Okay.
I mean, I got the edge there a little. That looks pretty good.
Smells very nice.
Yeah. You want to get us
some spoons?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I'll show you guys what it looks like. Let me take
Go
this
ahead.
to the
Yeah,
camera.
please.
That is not bad. So that's what that looks like. It's got an interesting taste. I'd probably change a few things on this, but this could become a very nice dessert, actually.
Which one's mine?
You take the big one. Your husband's still going to lose some weight, man.
Me too. It makes me think of flapjacks.
Yeah,
I mean, really makes me think of syrup-drenched flapjacks.
yeah, like a drenched flapjack.
It's
Yes.
very moist inside.
I mean, that was some custard over it would be very good.
Yes, I could definitely see that. So in essence, it's
Very light.
almost like a malva pudding texture inside.
Yeah.
That's
Except
why it would go.
It doesn't have the weight.
Yes, but that's
of
why it would
flour.
go good with custard.
Yeah.
It's that malva
Yeah.
texture.
That's interesting.
It is very interesting.
It's not actually bad. I mean, I think with a bit of tweaking, something could probably come from that. I mean, I wouldn't prefer this.
So Lemon has a suggestion. She says that your cake, Anton, needs lemon curd.
Oh, there we go.
I have that.
So, get a spoon. Let's open it.
Hey, I got it. Looky there.
I'm going to take the top off this. Yeah, we can use this spoon.
Yes. We have these beautiful spoons. I don't know
Just gonna
who
take
gave
the
these to us.
Top off this.
Yes. Now have a dabble. Now watch, lemon curd probably has starch in it.
No?
Hey, it's clean.
Yeah.
Good
let's
deal.
start.
Good deal. We are clean. Lemon, what do you think? It fits in perfectly. Looky there. Hey, and we've got Americans first in as well.
That works very well.
Is No Flour February a thing in the baking world? This is the second show I have seen on no flour baking.
Oh, no, we
Interesting.
we are like gluten flour free people.
That is very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good call.
Yeah, that
Yes.
that worked
Yes,
very well.
yes.
So I might change my custard to something else.
She says it's a good brand, but homemade is better. I am sure. I will say this is our imported, guys, and I'm impressed. It's at least clean, so I'll give them credit for that. We don't have any nonsense.
That is very good with a lemon curd. Wow. Yeah, I might change my opinion.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. That might not go as good with custard as it would with something more
I
acidic.
may need more lemon curd.
Wow. Yeah, well, there goes a fucking diet.
Cool. If I wake up with the sniffles tomorrow, now you know why.
Well, you know what? From nonsense we could be eating, this is probably the best
I'll take
thing.
this, yeah.
That's not bad.
Mm-mm.
So no, we are mainly like very high protein eggs. We don't eat dairy.
Carnivore would be what we
Yeah,
are.
but I mean, so I might have the occasional orange or mandarin. We had some mangoes the other day, but I eat around about a pound of biltong a day. If we have steak or anything else, I'll substitute 1/3 pound of biltong out for steak or sausage or whatever, and eggs. We don't eat anything else. Like I haven't touched a starch for 2 years, but I keep seeing these desserts pop up, and I thought, you know what? There's this huge hype of all these desserts. So what I'm going to do is let me bake some and just see what the hype is about and see if they're any good. So we've baked the one. It's not bad. I mean, move up a little bit, please.
Got it.
It's not bad. I mean, I would probably think, all right, that one, I'm going to leave it literally a minute and then it's going to come out. So I thought, let's bake them and test them live and see what they actually taste like.
All right, so Lemon does forewarn us that lemon curd is very heavy sugar, which I can see that for sure. Now, I chuckle on their nutritional facts here. It is per 100 grams as to how they calculate them. And with that, mind you, we're talking a third of the container itself. Sorry. Yeah, just about a third. Just about a third of the container. We had how much? Very little amount compared to that. So I'm okay. I don't mind. I don't watch calories anyways. I'm not going to lie.
No, this is actually nice. This is not bad.
It will turn it. Yes, it will. Yes, it will.
What's that?
You got to take out the ladle. Thank you, Lemon.
Oh,
I need
okay.
a reminder. I'm enjoying this over here and not paying attention. It will turn the acidity of the lemon will turn the silver.
Oh, okay, the silver black, yes.
Yes, let's not do that. Let me go
All
rinse
right.
that. Thank you,
Yeah.
Lemon.
Here's a paper towel for
I
you.
need a reminder sometimes. I don't have proper manners.
All right, here we go. I think our banana bread is ready. I'll grab this probe and check it.
There we go. We are clean.
Oh no, this is nowhere near.
Oh.
But it looks very good. So I'm going to show you guys, and then hopefully it doesn't fall flat.
Okay, I like it.
So how about that? That's very nice. Sorry that fan's so black. That's actually my, because this thing has such a heavy fan, I put fans at the top and the bottom just to try and regulate the airflow. All right, so I had it in for 17 minutes. I'm going to run another 10, and then we'll see where it's at. I talk about 30 maybe.
So American First does ask, what about the breads you bake? No flour? Just curious. Unfortunately, he didn't see the beginning part of the show, so it's not
Yeah,
flour.
no. So breads, you're talking about this breads or the breads I normally bake? The breads I normally bake has flour in them. I give that to my kids. I don't eat it personally. These ones, we used almond flour and we used coconut flour and stuff like that. So there's no actual gluten, no starches in the. You're having fun there.
Mm-hmm.
No gluten or starches in these. But that's actually really nice. Wow. You know what? Which kids are up?
The older two.
All right. Tell them to bring me some trays.
Okay.
And we give them each a little piece. We can get their feedback and see what they say. Yeah, so I think we're done with this bit. So we'll wait for that banana bread to come out, and then the little cheesecake thing should be like right on its heels. Yeah, so yeah, fucking USAID, right? That's very annoying. That
I'll be right back for these.
Sure, no problem. I break that one. That's okay. My daughter can have that. She'll eat it. So weird, the small kids, like if it's broken, they don't want to eat it. I just think it's nonsense. My oldest daughter can have a little more. There we go. All right. I think a lot of companies are going to go under unexpectedly because they took money from those guys. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, you know what? We had the opportunity to, or we were given the opportunity, anyone, doesn't matter. We were given the opportunity of some business with some of these guys. And after some discussions, in fact, I think I've still got the texts I sent to the guy who told me to tender for the project. And I said, look, man, this is not the way I do business. I can't, have some guy's buddy, funnel buddy this, and you must use this, and you must, if it's this, and it's very underhanded, under the table, convoluted. And I just, after the second or third kind of round of talks, because the questions were just very uncomfortable. And I mean, these guys are not fucking shy. They pretty much tell you, they don't say, look, you're gonna do business with our buddy, all the money is gonna get funneled to him, and then we're gonna do the redistribution there. They don't say that, but the questions they ask you basically makes you answer that you will do that, if I can put it that way. And what's really annoying is this is, my words to Nicole was, this is American taxpayer money that's being used like someone's piggy bank. This is 3 years ago I dealt with this. This is American taxpayer money that's being used as someone's piggy bank to funnel money to cronies. That's it. That was my words to Nicole. So I don't give a fuck that they closed down. I think it was very, very, very mafiosa style business. So I don't do business like that. I rather do business with you guys. That's a lot more fun.
So Jody does have a nice compliment for you. He says,
Mhm.
nice color. The wife and I started temping the cakes instead of the toothpick trick. Works great. Thanks,
Yes.
Anton.
Absolutely. They're anywhere between 195 and 205, depending on your cake. And you'll get to know them and you can get your temperatures. But breads, the more bready stuff, 195, more kind of cake stuff, 205.
Yes. Now, I have to share Sensei's sentiment here.
Mm-hmm.
He does use an acronym for us. Trump is the FAFO president. What is FAFO, Anton?
Sniff around and find out. Or is that S? Hey, I don't know. I'm not English, you know.
Agreed. And the Doge is going on or doing an excellent job of exposing corruption. Now, the best part of this, what age are these gentlemen?
Young kids.
I'm duly impressed. Those are typically the ones who break the codes, who find things out, and are at their prime. So, go for it. Have fun and expose, please.
I would very much like them to do a little check on Meals on Wheels.
We had an interesting experience with them, so I think there may be more there as well.
Mm-hmm. Right, no, those are still cooking. They look
It
good though.
smells so nice in here.
Yeah. 4 minutes.
Not used to all these baked goodies.
Yeah. This used to be my morning routine, you know, not this, but I mean baking and stuff. So I'm not too sorry that it's not there anymore. That's a lot of work for not a lot of thanks.
Ubik does mention that they already found a $1 billion per week payment to unknown recipient. I wonder if
Really?
that will be uncovered. Did you know most things have a trail?
You know, the thing that really pisses me off, I mean, we're all working people here. And if you... hold on. Is that good, Michael?
That was a...
Yeah.
I take a definite yes on that one.
If you know how hard you work for $100, like if you have to spend $100 on something, you know the amount of effort it took to make that $100. You know how much work it was. You know how hard it was. These guys talk about billions.
Yes.
Fucking billions. Like
Yes.
it's nothing. It's like soul destroying, man.
Yes, it is. I agree. When you think of the amount of money that we are in debt, and here's where a good chunk of it has gone. The Treasury alone, never questioning anything that came through.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. You know, just by the way, we said we'll never talk politics on the show.
We're not talking politics. We are talking relevant news, culture. This has been a part of our culture since the 1950s or 60s? 60s?
I think so.
I think 1960s. So it's culture. It's very relevant culture news. We know nothing about it, but no username. Thanks for popping in. Glad to have you.
Oh, sorry, I gotta blow the schnoz.
Did you do it on your left?
No, I did it straight ahead of me.
Okay. You should see our young child's reaction when he blows his nose. It's actually kind of entertaining, I would say.
So, so very interesting. This really came out nice.
Yes, I
think with a little bit of tweaking on that, I think more eggs, a little less flour.
More air.
Yes. There's a few things I can tweak.
Polish dog, I wondered the same thing. He's asking, where's the grilled meat?
No, today we do desserts. Today is desserts.
Don't worry. I have plenty of meat that I will have in my hands tomorrow. I've got a few orders to knock out, so I'm excited to pack everyone's meat tomorrow.
No, we're doing the kind of high protein, gluten-free, you know, all these like fancy desserts, keto friendly, blah blah blah. So we want to see what the hype's about. So I made a cloud cake, which is actually surprisingly not bad.
Yes.
I probably think on this, you know what I would do? So just if I run through my brain and the taste, and I kind of let it simmer a little, that would do well with some lemon rind in it.
Yes.
You know, I think
agree.
it'll do well with some
Lemon
rind.
baked into it.
Yes, lemon baked into it. So that would work very well, and I might actually try that, like half that recipe, make a small one in a bread, do some lemon rind, maybe a couple of drops of lemon juice in that to cut the sweetness, up the sugar, down the flour, more egg, and that'll probably be perfect. And then we're going to try the banana bread. And then
lemon zest, that's correct.
Yes.
Lemon, thank you.
Yes, lemon zest. That's right.
I mean, it is technically rind, just grated ever so finely.
Right, so this is at 205.
Okay, how do they look?
They look very nice. They,
interesting.
Yeah, pop that close for me, please.
Okay, very interesting.
Yeah. So.
And a lemon drizzle, yes.
Yes. Yes, but you know what you must do? You probably do like some kind of, like a lemon reduction, like a syrup, but a lemon syrup. So almost like a caramel, but with a lemon. So I know what I'm looking for, but I can't remember what it's called. Oh,
now Dave says giggity. I recognize that term.
Right, get me another plate, please.
Yeah.
We can keep that one for the bread.
Okay,
so keep it
I'll set it here.
Yeah, I just want to set these on a plate. These look very nice. I think they'd look better with a. They'd look better with a.
Lemon caramel, sort of.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I think these would look very pretty with the blueberries, like they said, but we don't have blueberries, so I went for chocolate. Go show the camera that.
Okay.
Yeah. And we'll try one. We'll have to make it Michael's because if we eat Esme,
look at
she's going to have
this. What do you guys think? You can see the chocolate in this guy here. I don't want to cover it, but I want to try to expose it. Nope. If I pull out that thing, it's going to rip apart. There's chocolate in there. I swear. A little bit.
Right, 150. This one's still going to have to go a little bit. I'm going to jack this down because it's getting very brown.
You're a poet.
Hey, I'm a poet.
Do you want these in the fridge?
They don't say how they should be served, but what we can do...
I'm used to cheesecake cold, but I don't know. Because doesn't it help stiffen it after being baked?
I guess.
Because it seems a little...
Yeah, it seems a little... All right, yeah. Stick them in the freezer.
Okay.
You know, see if we can cool them down a little more.
With some speed.
Yes. All right, I'll put these away for next time baking. And I also said the banana bread, you could put chocolate in or anything like that. I didn't because I just wanted to do the basic recipe to start with. All right, there we go. Might have to get a bag for these.
Yes.
Why are you giggling?
Because Jody is singing Led Zeppelin songs on stream. Lemon meringue pie Polish dog. Oh, if I can tell you the one that Anton would make. You remember that guy?
Yeah, the lemon meringue is very good.
He used to do that for Mother's Day.
Yes.
That was quite a hit.
But I will, so from now on, if I make a pie, I've got a no starch base that I'll use. And if I use a no starch base, my lemon meringue is, I think it's gluten free.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't remember if it takes a bit of cornstarch, but I mean, that I can get rid of.
So Polish Dog has renamed us. It's the Anton Crocker Show today.
Ah, man. That's good stuff. So it's just that guy. It said 150, 160. So I need like 30 degrees on it.
Okay. What's your estimate on time for that?
4 or 5 minutes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, I fear we may have a Tong Fest. It is time for a Tong Fest lemon. I agree. Biltong is always a go-to. We could chop some here.
Yeah,
I feel like I need some meat after having something so sweet. What do you think?
Yeah, we can. But I thought I'd give everybody an update because I know a few people missed our stream on Friday. So update for everybody who wasn't in on Friday. Our loan got approved this week. So we've got what they call the rate sheet, I guess, which is the loan and the term and the amount and all of that. So we managed to get our hands on enough money to start with our property, with our development. So we're going to start with 100 parking bays, a double access road. Hopefully, I think TxDOT should give us the full permits and everything for that. But we'll have 2 access roads, 25 foot wide, going into one going in, one coming out of the property, and then we'll do 100 parking bays. And we are actively looking around for movable buildings that we can kind of ship off there and stick down, and then we're going to convert them, get them ready, and then we're going to just move our shit there, man, and then we operate, then we just go.
Yes.
So that's phase next. We hope to be there before summer. We'll see what happens, and I'm excited. The planned start date is the 5th of March with the parking. So I'll probably be on site that day, and I'll probably go live that day. So on the 5th of March, we'll probably go live, get things kicked off, and start the whole process. And then once we have the access done, we can actually get buildings in. So that's interesting. You know what? That building is 24 foot wide.
Yes.
And the gate's 25 foot wide.
Yes.
So the building will fit through the gate.
That's phenomenal. We can fit a lot of things through that gate.
Yeah.
That's why it is the size it is. So Sensei calls it Biltong Acres. I fear, good sir, it is Anton's land of Biltong.
Yes.
All right, and Polish Dog, I have to throw this in because I know you'll appreciate it. All Zeppelin music is awesome. I have all their albums. I don't know anyone else who likes Zeppelin, but
Yeah, we like, we're on the slightly heavier side. I like Zeppelin.
But we still appreciate them, is what I'm getting at.
Yeah,
so
no issue with Zeppelin.
Definitely agree on that one.
We like the heavy stuff, so,
All right, and who was it? Polish Dog asks. Sorry, no, it wasn't Polish Dog. Whom was it? I lost it. I'm sorry. Dave asks, have you already hired an architect to help guide you through the process?
We are in the unincorporated, so we don't need any drawings and stuff. I drew up the drawings for the parking because I know a architect, but then he asked me a whole bunch of difficult questions, and I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just draw it myself. So what we're gonna do with the temporary buildings, this is bugging me.
Hang on.
Yeah,
Let me move it. Let me
swipe it into the trash can. So what we're going to do is the temporary buildings don't need plans because they are what they are. So we'll just stick them down. We know what we want to do and where we want to stick them. We know how big they are. I just did a rough drawing. So you're going to laugh at me, but I basically used Excel and I just drew it in block form to size of what I need. And I gave it to the construction guy. So why is Dave an architect?
He worked in architecture from 1999 until 2022.
Oh, okay. Well. So what the guy wanted. So I've got my property layout, and then he wanted a.
Thank you, Arma.
I can't remember if he wanted
Thanks, Jody.
The layout or something digitally. Now I've only got a copy of it, and then you wanted some digital files. I don't know where to get them, and so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just draw it on an Excel spreadsheet, So I use blocks of 5 inches. So I just laid it out in 5-inch blocks like a decimal system, but using inches.
It worked.
So yeah, it worked.
Sensei says that Anton asked me to draw, but then I pulled out a crayon and he told me never mind.
Yes.
And
yes.
Russ, thank you very much for the Rumble rant. He says, for the fake cocaine joke that made me laugh. And it is now in the trash. I do apologize. And yes, we do call those Crayola blueprints.
Yes, Crayola blueprints. No, so I just drew it up, and I took Google Earth and I did a layover on Google Earth. I actually mapped out all my boundaries on Google Earth. So I've got that exact. So I know exactly where the boundaries are. And then once I got that sorted on Google Earth and I knew exactly what I looked like, then I just drew up on Excel, so I made sure it fit. So make do with what you got, man. All right, let's check this thing.
Probe the middle.
Yep.
I am so short. I cannot see.
This thing is at like 175. Why so slow? But this must be cooked. No, wait, there we go. 84.
Try another hole.
Ah.
Almost.
Yeah, it's almost there. What's the timer left there?
2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minutes, Jody. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
I also want to see what this thing looks like. Ah, this one's magnet's dying.
Yes. So it falls anywhere you put it.
Everywhere I put it. If I put it on the what's the name, it just falls right off. That's why I put it on the glove, which I then grab the glove and drop it. All right. So let's see. On this one, just in the probe. I'm just gonna run it for the 2 minutes and then I'll take it out. Not gonna worry. I mean, it's 187. It's right there. I want to cut that thing, man.
So they're encouraging you to just take out Legos, and build your structure with that.
Yes. No,
now for the diagram, by the
way. We will probably buy a, what do you call it? Like a single wide
trailer in essence. We don't know exactly what we're looking at. Need a place to sleep and bathe. Bathing is not questionable. That must happen.
Yes. So we'll just buy something for ourselves, and we'll probably end up renting it long term. But we have a few plans. So yeah. So now the only thing that holds us back, that holds everyone back, is money. So we've got some, but we're gonna spend it real fast.
So the more biltong you buy, the faster we go. It's this incredible circle of life, I would say.
Yes, buy biltong, make us go faster.
Finboy would like for me to say that he bought a thermometer.
Oh, just by the way. I am very sure, because you remember I said aeroplane, and yes, and you used to get on to me.
Yes.
So in English, it is spelled A-E-R-O, plane, not A-I-R, plane.
In America,
we
take these extra letters, like this G, in Angus, and rid of it.
So I get quite frequently get chastised because of my.
I wouldn't dare make fun of a foreigner for how they speak.
Of my not inappropriate, but
inaccurate
and incorrect use
yes.
of words. And because I used to tell my kids, I said, so it's air-o-plane. And I said this a few times, and then my wife jumps on me and she's like, it's not aeroplane. You're going to make the kids spell stuff wrong. And I'm like, I'm fucking sure it's aeroplane, but okay. So now I felt very stupid. And then the other day I'm like, no, it's fucking right. It is aeroplane.
But not here.
Yes, but here it's like you guys can't spell.
I'm sorry. It's not here.
I agree it's shorter, but it's So the Aeros, the Aero chocolate.
Yes.
We start aeroplane with that. Yes.
Okay. See, I started with air, A-I-R, where it is in the air. What a concept.
This thing will come out.
So thank you very much to my awesome Mr. Jessup. He says, I've been watching both Anton and Nicole while also watching the Super Bowl pregame on TV. Anton's wins for my attention. How about them apples? Love it.
All right. So this thing I think is loose. Let's see if we can pop it out, because I'm quite excited for this one.
And everyone is saying whom their favorite African American is.
It's going to break. Yep. A little bit stuck.
Mmm.
All right. It's not too bad.
The broken bits are always the best bits.
Yeah, it's just the crust at the bottom.
I know, but that's the best.
See, that's probably where the heat got it.
See, and I always think of the Leaving on a Jet Plane. I know it's not airplane, but that song whenever I hear about airplanes.
Let me just flip this over, then the evidence is gone.
Never happened.
Thing proofed up actually very nice.
Yes, it did. See, those are the good parts. It's going to be hot.
Yes.
My dainty lady fingers are going to feel this. So we are not talking. Which airplanes do we stay away from at the moment?
Oh.
All, yes, but there's one in particular. But all at the moment, I agree with you.
Oh.
It's very subtle. That's very subtle.
Yeah, that is like hardly sweet.
Yeah, I like that. I like not too sweet. My tolerance for sweet is gone at the moment.
All right, so let me cut this. It's actually cut very nice for something that's this warm.
Yes. Yeah, that used to be something we couldn't do very nicely
No.
with your proper banana bread.
Yeah. So get me that plate out of the fridge, please.
All right. Would you like for me to take it to the camera?
Yeah.
All right.
That's not bad.
Do you want to put another one on there or just the one for now?
No, I can do another one.
Yeah.
That's very subtle in sweetness.
Uh-huh. I gave you a hole. Careful, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the crust. The crust doesn't want to stay.
Mm-hmm.
See if you guys can get a gander at that guy. Would you almost say cornbread consistency? On
Almost
texture?
like cornbread.
Yeah, and I think that's probably the almond flour that does that. Very nice, though.
Mm-hmm. It's very subtly sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
There we go.
Slap a little butter on top, definitely.
Oh, I agree.
That would be good with butter, for sure.
This probably, if you put a little bit of honey on this, some butter and some honey, that'll be good.
Well, there we go.
Good. And this has got very little sugar in it.
Yes. But the bananas themselves, now if they were more ripe, it would be sweeter.
Yes. So I would recommend like more ripe bananas. And I would probably do a little bit of honey in this. Honey or honey granules.
Yes.
Just a little bit. But I'll see. Maybe I can play around if I get time. I'll play around with some of these recipes. And we can do a final version and upload it. That's interesting though.
I like it.
Not bad.
Mm-mm.
Not bad.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the overly sweet desserts, I think those days are gone for both of us.
Yeah.
We've both been hitting the heavy meat diet the last week at least, trying to stay as healthy as possible.
Yeah, I mean, Nicole dropped 2 kilos. I dropped 2 kilos. That's like 4.5 pounds each in a week. Just drop that water retention and kind of clean up the diet a little. I will go slower now, but hopefully in another week or two, I can be back down to like, was it like under 180 pounds? Yeah.
I still think he looks good. I'm biased though. All right, are we going to leave these people with that?
Yeah, I think so.
And tell them once again, don't forget BiltongUSA.com for all of your biltong needs. S.T.F.10 is the code for 10% off on most of the items.
Yes.
Check it out.
Yeah, I think so. I think that we're going to call it a day, I hope. I mean, that was a long stream. I don't know, I try not to take too much of your time, but I appreciate everybody hanging around, and I don't mind going a little longer if you've got the stamina to keep up.
I never back down from a challenge. Where shall we go today?
Yeah, that's it.
Now, the way Anton described me is that he starts a fire, and I am what exactly?
The gasoline to that fire, yeah.
There we go. All right, bye, everyone.
All right, so we'll see you guys all tomorrow. I don't think there's a Viva and Barnes today. So, what's the name? So that's probably going to be it for the Sunday. I get a lot of shit to clean up. So, yeah, we will see you tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone. Cheers. Oh, yeah, like, share, subscribe, all those good things. Press the thumbs up button 100 times and, support our channel. We like having some fun, especially on the Sundays with you guys. All right. Till next time.